Hey everybody, this is Troy from Option Omega, and today we have a huge announcement. So huge I'm out here smoking my cigar and I'm drinking my whiskey because we are thrilled to announce the newest feature at Option Omega, something that we've been thinking about and dreaming about for almost a year now, which is a portfolio view. And today we're going to just go over a quick overview of what it is, what we're trying to accomplish with it, and why we think it's awesome. We'll do more videos getting into the weeds of how to use it, breaking down some of the specific features of it in other videos, but today we're just going to do a quick overview. So when you now log into Option Omega, you will see tests and you will see portfolios. What is a portfolio? Well, to do that we have to go back to test. What is a test? A test is simply a back test that you have saved. It is something that is something that you thought was valuable that you want to look at. And so, for instance, here's a vanilla iron condor. This is a condor that we put on with 45 days to expiration. We take it off at 21 days to expiration. That's awesome. It's done really well through time. It wins a little over 0.5% of the time. It's a profitable trade. It worked out pretty well since 2018. We did okay with it. That's awesome. What we want to do with portfolio, though, is we recognize that when you're doing trades, you're not always doing things in isolation with each other. Most traders that I know, myself included, aren't just running one strategy. We're running multiple strategies. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to see all of your strategies put together, what they would do from a P&L perspective over time? That's what portfolio is trying to accomplish, and that's why we're so excited about it. So let's, for instance, say we have this vanilla iron condor. Now, we also have a hedge that we run, just something that, it's going to lose money most of the time, but in crashes, it's going to pay out pretty well. This is our simple hedge. Well, it'd be cool to see this together, because right now you look at it and you say, okay, it wins 9% of the time. That's what a hedge would be. Maybe this will work. But you're never really going to know until you can see those strategies run together. You're never going to know if a strategy fits the other strategy if you can't see them put together over time. And that's what we're trying to accomplish. So what we're going to do today is we're going to create a simple portfolio with just those two strategies. To do that, we're going to go to portfolios, and we're going to click the new portfolio button. Now, this slider right here is actually really powerful. And what it does is we take starting funds. Independent of any of the other tests that you've run, the starting funds in that test, this is going to supersede that. It's going to overwrite that. So in this case, we're going to start with $100,000. Remember, it doesn't matter what the other tests started with. We're going to take this amount. We're going to have the dates that we're going to run these tests together to see what would happen. And just for the sake of it, we're going to do this year, 2022. So we're going to run two strategies. We're going to run our vanilla condor, and we're going to put a 10% allocation. Now remember, also with allocation, it's the same thing as starting funds. Our allocation here is going to overwrite whatever allocation you had for that test. And the reason is we want you to be able to test different allocation sizes for these portfolios to see how they would work together. So we're going to put a 10% allocation for this condor, and then we are going to do our simple hedge. So there's our simple hedge, and we're going to only put 1% of our allocation. So at any given time, you're going to have plenty of cash in your account in this portfolio, this theoretical portfolio. We're only allocating 10% per trade and 1% per trade for the simple hedge. So with that in mind, this year, those two strategies, we are going to run those together and see what would happen. Now, first thing you should notice, that's blazing fast, and we're so proud of that. We're very thrilled because for so long, just running one test would take forever. But with Option Omega, the nice thing is you can run these tests very quickly together to iterate, because the point, like we've said in previous videos, is to be able to iterate so fast to test your strategies through time. So we have some different metrics than what the test itself provides. We have the dates, we have your P&L, we have your compound annual growth rate. We have your max drawdown of this portfolio. We have your premium capture rate. We have your starting and ending capital, and your max and min funds. What we're also going to show you is the daily net liquidity of what your account would have been through time versus the SPX. So if you're running just a long SPX strategy versus your portfolio, you can now tell how that would work. In this case, your portfolio is outrunning the SPX. We'll also give you annual metrics of portfolio and SPX. We then also give you a daily log, and the daily log is going to show you your net liquidity through time and your current funds through time. And this is really interesting to be able to go through it and to see where your drawdowns happened, and in particular when you're running things with hedges, how that would have worked. We'll give you your P&L percentage, and your drawdown percentage as well. We also show you what strategies you were running. So in this instance, you were running that simple hedge and your vanilla iron condor. If you click on either one of these, it's going to take you to that test so you can see it individually. We will also give you a trade log of all the trades put on through time in a similar way that we do with the test. But this one is going to show you every test that you ran through time. We think this is super powerful, and we think this takes it to the next level where you can run multiple strategies and test, hey, what would happen if I have a long strategy with a hedge? What would happen if I have a strategy that enters at different times of the day on 0 day? We have things like that to where you can combine them, test them, and see them put together in a more holistic fashion that gives you some professional level metrics that most retail traders have not had up until this point. We're super thrilled about it. Please share the word. And as always, you can like and subscribe to this video, and you can go to optionomega.com to sign up today. Thank you so much.